What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, this is the one passing that I did not look forward to ever talking about. I hoped that he would be blessed with extreme longevity, living well into his 90s and beyond. He still lived to be 82, but this is a tough one because this individual was an inspiration to me, so much so that whenever I'm talking about serious subject matter, often try to pattern my style after Bernard Shaw. Um, when I was a little kid, I was sort of odd. Yeah, I loved cartoons like other kids, but I grew up watching CNN. I loved the news. I loved the way that the newscasters and the anchors presented the news back in those days. It was not as much editorializing or opinion making as much as it was to deliver the news and to give you an accurate uh, interpretation of the news. Um, to be as precise and correct with the information, to give you factual information. Today, it's about scandals, and today it's about being shock jocks and who can say the most outlandish things, the most ridiculous statements. Tabloids, the tabloid aspect of news journalism has taken over. But Bernard Shaw represented class. He represented dignity. And for that, he will always be seen to me as the GOAT for black journalists, period. He passed away yesterday evening in a Washington area hospital. The cause of death was pneumonia. He was CNN's lead primetime anchor for some 20 years. He was known for his steely coverage from Tiananmen Square in Beijing during the Chinese government's crackdown on protesters in 1989, and from Baghdad at the start of the Persian Gulf War 2 years later. Um, One of the key things about Bernard Shaw was he was a great interviewer. He listened. He provided great questions. One of the things I credit Bernard Shaw for. Now I was too young at the time to know what the hell was going on. I wasn't even 1 year old. But during the Reagan assassination attempt, if you watch that on YouTube, he's talking to who was he talking with? Daniel Shore. He was talking to Daniel Shore, who was with CNN at that time, longtime CBS newsman. And it was Bernard Shaw who first suggested that Reagan may have been hit by a bullet that ricocheted off of the limousine, just off of looking at the video. And he, like I said, he just had a great mind, man. I want to go into this obituary a little bit more. Known for his steadying influence at the anchor desk and from the field, Mr. Shaw had worked at CBS News and ABC News before he left the comfort of broadcast news to take a career gamble in joining Ted Turner's fledgling cable news network in 1980. He was one of the first black anchors of a network news program, following Max Robinson, who became a co-anchor of ABC News World News Tonight in 1978. And I remember him being the lead anchor all the way until I think 2001. I think the last election that he covered was the 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore. I remember every election night from 1988 when I was 8 years old all the way to I was 20 in 2000, year 2000. I always look at CNN's coverage. I thought they had the superior coverage. Um, I mean, CNN back then was nothing like how it is today. Uh, it was a class. Uh, it was a golden standard when it comes to anchors. They gave you facts. It wasn't all this agenda-driven bullshit. And Bernard Shaw will be missed. He'll be missed. One of the greats. One of the greats, in my opinion. Tell me what you guys think.